Hello, everyone. Give us 1 second. We are trying to go live in two destinations. Oh,
And now, here is your host.
that ain't even the one I'm supposed to be playing,
Whether
Crystal.
you're commuting, chilling at home, or just taking a break, we've got you covered with the hottest news, fascinating guests, and the occasional surprise. Buckle up and get ready to get caught up with us.
Hello, everyone. Sorry that we are running a few minutes late. It was definitely user induced. I would say, well, we were having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are straight now. So, as you all know, I am your host, Untamed, and welcome to the Get Caught Up podcast show with that lovely intro done by Mr. Mark Wheeler, who is our narrator of the month in July, who so graciously, if you've been watching, we gave him this whole video, and he gave us this beautiful opening, beautiful closing. So we are now on IG and we are on YouTube. So, yes, please tap in. And I just want to give major love to our sponsors and supporters, of course, as always, Kiana Dene, XO, JC, KB's Bookshelf, Tyler Landscaping, Jones Pressure Washer and Lawn Care, and me and my son's Lawn Care, Black Odyssey Media, and we are presented by Untamed Publishing. Allow us to help you unlock your unlimited writing potential. If you are an aspiring new or even a seasoned author and you would like some help with your literary journey, please visit www.untamedpublishing.net, and there are a variety of services there to help you get to publishing your first book. So again, that is www.untamedpublishing.net. Of course, I am joined tonight by my lovely co-host, Miss Crystal, Miss Books and Soul. How are you? Yes, you are on mute.
Yeah, I had to yell for a minute because my Alexa came on. I think I'm about to sell my kid. He's an adult.
You can't
But
say a grown kid. You can't say a grown kid. It's okay. You can
either
try.
sell him or do something else to him, but I can't. But but I'm
You can't
doing
do
great.
neither.
I'm definitely doing great. It's raining here, so after this, I'm gonna crawl up in bed with a nice book. I'm excited about that. But we're here to talk about two other books. But let me just say, we're here to talk about books and about Miss Nicole Falls Screwed. But I also want to say, when I'm ordering shirts, she's my go-to. I send her emails like, look, I want to order a shirt. Can you do this? And she's like, I got you. And then she send me the mock-ups and they be perfect. But today I'm wearing one of her, y'all see me out here putting out all my girls for you, but I am part of the Black Romance University. Yes, I am. I even have my own cup as well.
Come on, esteemed alumna. Come on, esteemed.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Yes.
if you want to be a part of the Black Romance University, hit up Miss Nicole Falls. Okay, I'm finished.
No, you still starting because you got to do the intro.
All right. So let me go ahead and tell y'all about Miss Nicole Falls. Let me tell you, if y'all have not met Nicole Falls, I got to take my glasses off for this. If y'all have not met Nicole Falls yet, y'all missing out. Like, y'all definitely missing out. I have been in her presence numerous times, and she always makes me feel welcome. Like we just met the first time. So I'll just be so excited when I see her. And I haven't seen you this year or last year.
I know. I wasn't outside at all last year. Yeah, 2023
The
was
last
really
time I
great.
saw you, we was at the house party.
Yeah, that was the only thing
Yeah.
I was outside for. That was 2023.
Yep, 2023. And that was the last
Because
time I was outside.
I moved the kid into his dorm and then flew to Atlanta the exact same day.
Yep, I remember you said that. Yeah.
That was one of the only things I did last year. And then, but this year I've been outside. You ain't been outside?
No, I've been in the house. Well, I've been outside, but I ain't been in that outside. I've been in the, going out of town outside. I like to I like to go travel. So yes. But y'all just make sure whenever y'all see Nicole Falls' name there, go meet her. Go pick up her books. She never disappoints. Never, never, never. And she gonna school you on some things, because when I say Nicole Falls know basketball, Nicole Falls knows basketball.
I know you'll get a thing or two about a hoop. A thing or two.
All right, so let me get into this bio. So, known for her ability to captivate readers with relatable characters, unique storylines, and humorous prose, Nicole Falls has established herself as a prominent Black indie romance author whose novels are sure to leave you with a smile as you turn the pages. Her podcast, Falls on Love, and recurring community town halls on Twitter, Pillow Talk with Nick, are proof of how love for Black literature and her strong connection with the Black romance community. Her ability to create fresh, authentically drawn characters and stories has made her a staple on many readers' lists. So I usually say, Nicole Falls, welcome to the UP hot seat. Even though I did just kind of slide it in, but I also want to say, and I'm still in this tagline for her, y'all, this episode is brought to you by, this is coming from actually a typewriter in a telephone booth. Nicole Falls, welcome to the UP hot seat.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Yes.
I love that tagline. Coming to you from a telephone. What is it? A typewriter and
coming from a typewriter and a telephone booth. Yes.
Oh my goodness. I feel like that just gives me Superwoman vibes.
She is Superwoman. Like, she putting on a hat for a writer. She putting on a hat for a podcaster. She putting on a hat for, her community her community talk on Pillow Talk on Twitter. And then she coming out as a t-shirt and mug and all that. So yeah, you actually are Superwoman.
I wear a lot of hats. Like that bio don't even mention I'm also an editor as well.
So yes, you are.
Come on with the head.
Yeah, I'm deep in the trenches of this community because I care about this community so much, and I want to put my fingerprints on everything as much as possible to help make this community a much better space. That is my commitment with entering into the community. Is by the time I leave it, I hope that it's better than when I enter.
It will, and it is,
and it will, and I love it. We share that too. This is how this podcast was birthed. Is for the communities, how UP was birthed. Just kind of being a vessel where we absolutely have had none or have had limited opportunities. So I love it, and I love like-minded individuals. So yes, come on, editor, come on, look, come on, podcaster, come on, author, come on, everything.
Right. Come on, everything.
Yes, come on, everything. Ooh.
Come on, everything. Yes. See, that's what is so funny, because that's what I love as Black women. What can we not do? What can we not do? And I said that to somebody at work the other day, because my manager, first of all, he probably thinks I'm crazy and he's sick of me, but I told him I don't care. But he asked me to do something, and I looked at him. I said, the audacity. You should be asking me what I can't do instead of what I can do.
Listen, and I want to thank everybody that's hopping in on Instagram. What you doing? Voices by Mark, Jonelle, Jeff, Jillian G, Kay, Renee, Midnight Michael. Thank you. Come on,
Midnight Michael show went up.
Yes. Summer reads romance, and okay. And then okay, come on. Oh, all right. I'm gonna read the comments in a second. And DM Diamonds. Okay, so Jillian said
The Rock.
Yes. They said shout out. Okay, Jillian G said shout out to Trim and Polish. And then Yes. And DM's Diamond said Nicole wears all the hats. She's also our resident co-comedian with Sabrina B. Scales and Alexandria House.
Yes, yes, never lied. That is so true. So true.
We cuss up
Oh
a little bit.
A lot,
my,
not a little, a lot.
a lot of bit. So absolutely. Well, I am going to. We are tonight, you guys. If you have not seen the advertisement, which I don't see why you have not, we are talking about Scrooge, and this was a twofer for us because Nicole was already our, scheduled to be our book discussion, and then he's like, okay, we're gonna listen to the audio, and one of the narrators, Midnight Michael. So we're like, oh, he's our narrator of the book. So this works out real good. So definitely, this is actually a two-book series. Book one is Screwed. Book two is Hammered.
And I want to
So
be both. I want to be screwed and hammered. Yeah.
oh my goodness,
Like,
listen. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I might have to fight CG for for Will over here.
Now, because I got a will, you can have that one.
So we
You
don't
can
have
have
to
him.
tussle over these this time. Because
Yeah.
we
I'll take
often
some.
have to tussle.
Yeah, I'll just take some of what CG was doing with Will and put it on Waylon. That's what
Okay,
I'll do.
cool. All right, all
Hmm.
right. See,
Yes.
look, we vibing now. See, we
Right.
vibing now. We ain't got to fight over book bags
We
or
ain't got to
nothing.
fight.
compromise.
Right.
We
We
fight a
some
lot.
nice compromise. We fight a lot over book bags, but we got a compromise tonight, so that's good. Well,
Yeah.
y'all, if you have not read Screwed, I'm gonna read the synopsis, and we are gonna talk to her about these characters. So, CG Sinclair's star is on the rise. As a celebrated interior designer, she's recently wrapped her first show on Can Do Network. She's excited to show the world her unique point of view in the world of design, but there's only one problem. William Preston is one of Can Do Network's golden children since the show he co hosts with his twin brother is a linchpin of the network's success. He's rattled by the mere presence of the new kid on the block, CG, and what her show means for the network. Two people who started as antagonists unexpectedly end up finding common ground. Once they get past the initial friction, what blossoms between them is simply beautiful.
It
It
is. It
is.
was. And then at first, before I started reading, I was like, why he hating? It's a show. It's home improvement. And I'm going to just say this. I work in a medical practice and the TV is stuff on HGTV all day. So I see stuff all day. But when he said what the show was, I said, oh, okay. Now I see why. Now I see why.
Now you see why oh my
Yes.
goodness. So I want to start off first. Hammered is about his twin brother, and you know what? Let's go and get the party started. Let me read the synopsis for Hammered
Yeah.
because yes, we talked to Nicole and we can talk a little bit about it. So if you have not read Screwed and Hammered, then you should have been reading as we were
Because
talking
then
about
you
it
would
right
want to
now.
be
But
screwed and hammered.
exactly. So, Khalees Worthington has a lot on her plate from moving back home to corral the family business and dealing with her father's declining health. She's in the midst of trying to juggle it all and maintain her sanity. Being thrust back into communication with her former best friend is yet another complication that she doesn't need. Waylon Preston is desperate to get things back to the way they used to be with his best friend. Completely
Mhm.
aware of the missteps he's made in the past, he's now willing to fight to restore things to the way they used to be. His only problem is getting police on board with this reconciliation. Two people who were once as close as can be are now faced with not only trying to restore the friendship, but also contend with navigating through recently developed feelings of attraction and not blowing everything up. Woo! Okay.
Mm.
Now,
Mm.
let me just tell you, I'm gonna tell you right now, Kalisa Whaler had some drama going on. They really did.
They
But
really
they,
they did. It was unnecessary drama. Because this is the thing. Why? do women be threatened by the best friend? Like, why was she? First of all, I'm not even gonna talk about that first. Let's go talk about CG and William. Let's talk about it.
Listen, because I knew I was like, yeah, they had some drama going on in
Yes,
Hamilton.
yes.
So, but first, where did you get the idea, for the books and the book series?
So I have been threatening the community with my HGTV brothers for quite some time. I've sprinkled them in other projects, and I keep saying I'm
Mhm.
excited about these brothers and like Negro property brothers. And so I think I started saying that like back like 2018, 2019. But like the stories never just came to me. I just knew that I knew their names, I knew the name of their show, and I knew what they did. And so it was actually a Netflix show called How to Make a Sex Room, I think is what it's called. And I watched that and I was like, ooh, what if his heroine like is coming to the network with a show like this and he's so uptight and buttoned up that he can't deal. And so then I just sort of let my mind spiral a little bit and see, what I could see. And CG came to me fully formed. Like she was one of my easiest heroines to write because she was like, hey bitch, you called for me? I am here.
I love CG. Look, CG knew what she wanted and she stood on it. Okay. Listen,
Facts.
she was about her business. And I love CG. I love every bit of her. She was not afraid to go toe to toe with Will. She was like, oh, every time he tried, he's like, he started off right. And he tried to ease on in there and then say something. And as soon as he got out of line, she cut him off. She was like, oh, okay, now you done messed up. Turn
Oh,
around.
yeah.
Right. I loved, and I know we'll talk about the narrators too, but I just loved how she always called him baby. Well, oh, baby. I just love that. And then when Lauren was reading, I was like, she just sounds so sexy saying that. Who makes saying, oh, baby, so sexy coming from a woman to a man?
Mm-hmm.
That was like my favorite part every time she said it, like every time she addressed him. But yeah, he was uptight, but she unwound him real quick.
I mean, did she unwind him or did she wind him up a little bit more?
I feel like I feel like
Well, hey
both.
now. Well, hey now.
I,
And
yeah, I feel like she did both, because he was uptight. She was like, let me take that tightness out you, but I'm gonna have to do something to you to take that tightness out you.
I
Yeah.
know that's right. Oh, you listen, we got comments coming in from IG, so I gotta get these in. Jillian G had the best, like she might have just won the Bay War over here with us, Crystal, because she said she gonna take both because where there's a will,
That's
there's a way.
serious. That's
I
my
didn't even
sister.
think of that.
Girl, shout out to Jill. That's my baby.
Yes.
Listen, she said where there is a will, there is a way. I ain't even mad at it. Like,
So we need that on the shirt, Nicole.
yes. Now you know what? Let me know when that should come out. I gotta go
We need that
get
on
up
the
on my
shirt.
black
Where there's a
romance
will,
stuff,
there's a
but
way.
Let me
I
write it
need to
down.
get
Let
a
me write
shirt.
it down.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh, on the back it can say "can do."
can do. Preston brothers, them Preston brothers. We
What
gonna have a
what
whole.
Cardi B say? Yeah, what Cardi B say?
Y'all cut up. Y'all cut up.
See, and look, and DM Diamond said this series is so cute as hell. We want to see Screwed and Hammered on HGTV for real. I'm with you on that. Like I ain't gonna
I'm
lie,
with you on that. I can definitely see it.
I really want
Yes.
to see that. Don't look. Let's get us our own HGTV. Our look, our
Listen,
RN HGTV.
Right.
it's so funny because when I was trying to figure out the name of their network, um, the first thing that came to my mind, I was like, you cannot call this NGTV. Like you just can't.
They were like, what?
Listen, I'm not above saying can do because we can do anything we want to do. We
We
can do
sure can
anything we put
and
our
do it better.
minds to and do it better.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Miss Mother effing writer said, "Hey y'all,
Hey, girly.
hello." So we got other people that's joining in, but we are talking about Screwed and Hammered, you guys. And y'all can keep on sharing. Look, share the comments because I'm gonna share them on the show.
Yes,
I'm
definitely.
gonna share them on the
I'm mad I
show.
can't stand.
So, where did you get the name CG from?
So actually, a girl that my cousin dated when we were in elementary school, that was her name.
Spelled just like that?
Oh, just like that. And it always stuck with me. And I was like, I'm going to use this for a character one day. I don't know who, but I'm going to use this for a character one day. Yeah.
Well, that was
I mean,
perfect because
it's perfect. It's
that
definitely
suited her.
perfect.
It suited her.
Such a unique
So
name.
yes, I love it. And you gave her her whole name just shouts like that she was gonna be somebody who was a star.
Right?
CG player.
Yes, like nobody can mess
It's
with like
very
what
much
you said.
television host or something.
Right.
Yes, she was perfect. Like she wasn't, over the top. She wasn't under the bottom either. Like like you said earlier on time, she knew what she wants. She stuck to her guns, and she just wanted to like live her life. I wasn't mad at her at all. Actually, I want to be her friend. I want to be her and Khaleesi's friend.
Like I could live on that block and they look over
Yes,
like that.
Yes.
yes.
Like this, why night at my house 2 nights from now? Because I saw y'all over here kicking. This seemed fun.
Right.
Like now we're all
Yes.
That would be so cool. Like, has anybody thought, and I don't know, but like, like when the authors get together, maybe doing a book on a whole block,
that would
like
be
a block
cute.
party
That would
book.
be cute.
That would
That
be
would be
cute.
cute.
Or like a neighborhood or subdivision.
Yes,
Mhm.
Maybe a few people live on this block, but a few people is on the block next, next over.
yes.
Yes.
That'd be really
But
cute.
see, my mind is warped, so somebody got to be in there that's gonna be a killer.
See, look, she trying to keep the people.
We talking about people fucking and having fun, and you talking about folks being killed. What's going on? You need to talk to the lady.
I mean,
Listen, Krista, it does not matter what story we talk about. Krista is always gonna bring up somebody got to get killed.
somebody got to
she
be
trying
off.
to she trying to unalive somebody in every story. Okay.
Somebody house on fire. It's a missing person. That would be cool. And then at the end, maybe they find them and it'd be a nice big old block party.
You think more like a romantic suspense situation, right? Okay.
Look, I don't know. Krista might be
No,
going
actually,
straight thriller and kill and horror.
to give a really good suggestion though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna give two suggestions. One, I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with. As far as a series that like with neighbors,
Mm-hmm.
Warren's Building 402 series. Have you read those?
It is. I got that on my shelf,
Okay.
and I have it on Audible.
Listen, when I tell you all four stories, love them.
Yeah,
Chef's kiss.
yeah.
But
Yes.
if you're looking for a little mystery and murder situation and some fun romance shit, banter and haha, have you ever read Nicole Rice, RYSE?
Yep.
Yes.
Her holiday murder series, like for anybody who's listening to this, who hears this hits, and you have not read those, like a mustard covered murder, a chocolate covered murder. I can't remember the other ones. Go get those. Go on down to Jeff now. I let the boys down there at the Zon. Yeah, because I think they're over there. I don't think they're on like her actual website. But go over there and get those. Run the numbers up on those. Because when I tell you, like, I ate those up, and every time I see Nicole, I'm like, yo, saying, go back.
And I love like the whole romantic suspense, and it don't have a whole lot of killers in there, but it's got that type of thriller. The Cheryl Green's series with the oh my god, I just see my mind is on Creed and
You talking about her crowns?
Crown series.
Crowns,
I
yes,
want
real green, yep.
yes, honey, because Jedediah and Saint,
Baby.
Oh, I know. She had us in the
Yeah.
chokehold for what? How many months? Untamed. We was reading her like 2 months.
Listen, did y'all read? Did y'all read the Maddens too?
Which one?
Yes,
The
the
Maddens.
Maddens.
I gotta read the Maddens.
Because Carter is what jumped us off to get to the crowns, and baby, Carter's Undoing. Oh, Crystal, you want
That
to?
is my next
Oh,
one.
All
it
I
is.
right.
read the first
Now
one.
listen,
All right, let me go ahead and start it.
in the series, but they all can be. I feel like they all can be read as standalones, but it's better if you do read them in order. But they're really easy, like easy reads, like pages you gonna give them a flipping.
Yeah.
Carter's Undoing, baby. When she wrote that, I said, "Oh, friend, you going to some different places now."
See,
That's a funny.
see, that's what I'm saying. I have a friend that's a therapist, and I was telling her about a book I was writing, and she said to me what you said to me earlier, Nicole. And I was telling her about it. She said, "You all right? Do we need to talk?" I said, "Why? Because I want to kill people. I like reading books about romance and love. Now, I'm not a romance writer, but if I want to off you, I already know what I want to do and how I'm gonna do it. It's just natural."
You be watching
Yeah.
First 48 and Snap and shit.
I sure do. All crime shows.
Stay on
All
A.
crime
Crime
shows.
shows.
You say on
Mhm.
Discovery. What's it called now? What is called now? Damn, it used to be like the Crown Channel, but they changed to Discovery something, Discovery Plus or some shit.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
The ID channel.
The ID channel.
ID.
Listen,
Mhm.
TV1 to sit up here. TV1 trying to turn into that too. They got Fatal Attraction and cold case files and all kind of stuff on there now. I went down that rabbit hole the other night. Was eating dinner
Well,
and
I
I
might
was
have to do
looking.
that during the daytime. I will go down that rabbit hole. I definitely will. Definitely will.
Now you so funny, Crystal. How you want to unalive somebody, but you can't unalive them at night because it'll mess with your sleep.
Because I want to be able to sleep. I'm gonna feel guilty.
You want to unalive somebody.
So if a killing happened at 8 o'clock in the morning, that was me.
I should give yourself.
That was me.
You like,
Yep.
oh, you got killed at sunrise.
Listen, and then
Yep, that was
Diamond said, "What you mean by hey? We still in the crown chokehold and we like it. I know that's right. We done
yes.
Yeah.
That I'm telling you, yes, definitely.
And Sherelle did her shit with him. Like,
She definitely
She
did.
did.
She definitely
I
did.
can't wait to free come to audio. But
I'm just saying bad words. That's okay. It's the
No,
family.
please. Have you seen my? Have you heard my mouth? I'm trying to clean it up.
listen,
Every day, me and Christ are working together to build a better me.
Yes.
He got
I
his
talked
work
to
cut
my
out.
friend, and she has a little kid, and we always on speakerphone, and she'd be like, "Malia, please excuse Miss Crystal. I'm gonna wash her mouth out with soap." I'd be like, "Fuck that! Stop putting me on speakerphone, then."
That part. If you know, you know
Yes,
how I
I
talk.
am not.
you
I
gotta
am not
know
a
your people.
speakerphone person. Oh,
Yeah.
I got her one day. I'm gonna tell you this, and then we're gonna go back and talk about this book. So we were on the phone one day. She was in the grocery store, and she said something. We were at work talking about something because it get a little wild at work, and the word was dildo. She was like, "Crystal, I'm in the store. I want you on speakerphone." I said, "I am." She said, "Yeah." I said, "Is there a lot of people around you?" She was like, "Yeah, you're embarrassing me." I said, "Well, guess what?" She was like, "What?" I was like, "Dildo, dildo, dildo, dildo." She
Oh
was
my
so
god.
mad at me. She was like, "Are you serious right now?" She's like, "You so childish." I said, "I am." But she said, "People looking at me." I said, "Good." Don't
Listen,
keep me on
that
speakerphone.
Crystal and a few other people is the reason why I wear my Beats by Dre out. They in now. I wear
Hey,
them out.
As,
Listen,
as the person who is that person for her friends, we see each other. Because baby,
yep.
it's immediately who's around you and am I on speaker? Because when I say there's no real in it back.
My friends who I've been friends with for years, they know Crystal is not allowed on the speakerphone. And
what?
nope, don't put me on the speakerphone.
And I tell you what, that's the funniest thing in the world. It's like, but with my family, we have this kind of clue. We'll call each other like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, "Hey, what's going on?" And we'll pause, and that long pause will let you know, like, "Hey, am I on speaker?" Because it's
I
like,
ain't
I want
asking
to
that.
ask you. It's
I'm
like,
going straight in.
That long pause, be like,
Yeah,
put
I
on
really just
speaker.
start talking and be like,
And then,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then they be like, I got you on speaker. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So I can know what not to say out loud. So,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
but I going back to school, y'all. We gonna hop back into see this
Yeah,
is
we're
what
gonna hop
happens. We
back
had
in. Sorry.
discussions. We just start talking. These discussions be going everywhere. So and that's okay. That's okay. But because this was HGTV thing, and I can already guess this. So, what type of research did you do? Because I love the fact that both in Screwed and Hammer, you were really detailed about
Yes.
the shows, and even with Khalees, even though hers was a little bit different, she was more a contributor because they were into the what am I trying to say? Say
The
it. She was in
horticultural. The
the
horticultural.
horticulture. Thank you. I was like, now the word just left my mind just that fast. She was more on that
I picked
side of
it up
things
for
too.
you.
Thank you. Girl, pick it up where I fall down. We are one. We are one. So,
Yes.
what type of research did you do on that? Because I love the fact I love when I read stuff and I feel like I'm immersed into what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
so I'm a little bit of a whore for HGTV. You find me posted up watching the Prop Bros, watching all of those little fix it or what is it? Uh, flip it or fix it, love it or list it, all those little shits. I watch all those. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
so like,
Bargain Block is my new favorite right now.
which one?
Bargain Block is the two guys and the girl that's in Detroit buying up houses on the
Yeah,
blocks and fixing them
yeah,
up. Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I saw that, and more now than when I initially conceptualized like the brothers. There were not a lot of faces like ours on HGTV.
That's
There was there, when the idea initially came to me for real, there was only one brown face on like HGTV or TLC. It was, and that was when Niecy Nash used to be on that show. What
Mm.
was it like that? But other than that, there weren't a lot of us. You know, of course, there are a lot of us doing the work, but there just wasn't a lot of us on TV. And so when I decided I wanted to go ahead and make, Will and Way and make them be, Negro Ruppert Brothers, woo, 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 I was like, okay, like I need this to be as authentic as possible. And so I kind of soft launched them in a different book. On my Patreon, when I started my Patreon, I wrote a novel serially over the course of a year, and that's called New Year, New Sea. And Will and Way are actually in New Year, New Sea because Sienna, who is at the top of Screwed, remember when they go to the party and
Mm-hmm.
introduce Sienna to CG, um,
Yes.
and the bros or whatever. Sienna's book is New Year, New Sea, and she actually ended up being an apprentice of sorts to Will and Way as she went through her own sort of drama and maladies in her book or whatever. So I've been soft launching them for a while. Like I said, they're in Nymphs and Trojans books, like Jade and Nico, like that's their favorite show to watch. And so I've been like breadcrumbing it along the way. And so the research I did really was just a lot of watching TV and a lot of sort of synthesizing the things that I saw and then just filling in the gaps where I didn't know the details of it, right? Like behind the scenes, I'm never going to know those details because they're not airing all of that out. So then that's why I got to use my imagination and sort of just like fill in the gaps and hope that the shit made sense.
Well, it made sense to me, and I loved it. I was like, see, this one I like. I like to be a part of the entire experience. So it's like you get the romance, but you get the experience of their actual journey and what their livelihood is about. So I was like, yes, I knew I was gonna have to ask that question. I got okay, Crystal.
That's okay. So the brothers. I mean, I was hoping it was a third brother somewhere because I was hoping it was going to be a third book, But can we see a third book?
No.
He said, no, that's it. It's
You
twins,
already
okay?
know I be trying to shoot my shot, you guys.
Listen,
I be trying to
I,
shoot my shot.
I respect you for it. But
What you say?
also,
No, no,
it's
no.
a shirt on my shop that says I wrote what I wrote and I mean it. so late.
Yes, it is. It is. But let's okay. So can I say this? So the brothers relationship, I love their relationship. But what I love the most about the brothers and the father is the dynamic and how they are grown as fine as rich as men, and they calling their father daddy.
Daddy. Yep. That was
Daddy.
intentional.
Yes.
And
That
I
was intentional.
love that because we don't hear men saying daddy unless they little boys.
Mm-hmm.
But to be grown men and say daddy, I loved it. And not even that, like they're twins. So the dad knew when William walked in who he was, it was just so much. So we got the love piece, but we also we got to see how the father loved on them. Even though he kind of made a comment as if he wasn't there that much when they was young. But you showing up now, to me, would think, damn, what was you doing that you felt that you wasn't there for them when they was younger?
Yeah, so he was a
Mm-hmm.
widower. They lost their mom fairly young,
Right.
and he had to work to provide for his family. And so,
Mhm.
in my mind, in his mind, even though he was a present father for William and Waylon, and they never went without, he wished he could do more. But
Mhm.
because he had to work to sustain and rely on his, village really to help him out with raising the boys, he didn't feel like he was there like he wanted to be during their youth. And so, but still, like you recognize their relationship is amazing. They have a very healthy relationship. They're close with their father. They're close with each other. And I always like to do that, right? Like in any romance novel I write, I rarely have characters that don't have family or found family in some way.
Yes.
Because I think it's
Yes.
for us not to just see these two people and how they are together and how they are in love, but who each of them
Mhm.
are individually outside of that relationship. And because to me, that makes it more believable that the relationship is actually formidable and will last. Because sometimes
Right.
I'll read books and I don't have a clear sense of who the characters are as people outside of being together. And I'll be like, they probably broke up like 6 months after this book ended. You know what I mean? And I just never want my characters to sort of feel like that. And so I'm very intentional with the way that I write them, speaking with their friends and family, showing them in those relationships, showing them bringing the other person into those relationships. When Project Alone, obviously these were two novellas, so we didn't
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I wanna let me hop in here real quick and just say, Dion's Diamond Chris. Look, I've got to catch up with my comments. Dion's Diamond said that you are a friendlier, gentler, unaliver, Crystal.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
And Bookworm 203757 says she's with you, Crystal. The true crime shows get cut off early, and I need to watch cartoons before bed.
Thank you. Right. I don't need nobody while I'm sleep running through my head trying to kill me.
Listen, I but it'd be so funny though. You be like, man, I can't watch this too late at night. I'm like, you've been
Mm-mm.
unaliving people all day, but now you can't
I
watch
be
this at
reading
night.
books that creep me out, and I gotta read it. And I think I read a book, and it did something. I said, "Oh hell no, I'm not reading this until I get up in the morning. No, no more nighttime. Nope."
Oh my goodness. And Mother effing writer said, Lord, let me get like y'all. I'll be watching true crime to go to bed. Woo!
turn
Not
over the
me.
soldier.
Right.
For real. Like now
Now
I'm
that's
just
the
sitting
truth. Now that's a true crime person right there for real.
Okay,
Cause ain't no
so
way in the world.
let me ask you a question, Crystal, about the shoe,
Mhm.
and then we go get back to me. But are you a vivid dreamer?
I am.
Yeah, so that makes sense that why you like before I go to bed I gotta shut that.
I
Like I
can
don't dream.
literally. What if I read something and like fall asleep? It is
Yeah,
planned out in my
yeah,
dream, and I wake up like, what the hell did it just happen?
yeah.
Nope. Mm-mm. I've been chased in my dreams. I have been pushed. Nope. And that's all because I was sitting here watching something on TV I ain't had no business watching and then went to sleep.
Mm,
So nope.
girl.
Mm-mm.
that'll do it.
Listen. You're right, that will do it because I love horror movies and I don't mind watching them at night, but it's certain ones like I have to watch reruns. I can't watch something new. because I found that out when the original Candyman came out, and I had finally got over my fear of horror movies and sat there with my best friend and watched it. Then both of us in here with the damn bathroom door open because we were scared to walk past the damn mirror to go pee.
Mm-mm. But you want to know the original Candyman didn't scare me much because when I was little, I did, when I was younger, I did used to like watching horror movies.
Mm.
But as an adult, that the one now that creeped me out. I think I slept with the lights on maybe about 2 days,
Oh wow.
and I don't do that
Mhm.
because and it wasn't the mirrors. It was hearing bees and all that stuff because I'm like, or going down in basements. I be looking around. Mm-mm.
See, them things that go bump in the night. Look,
Right.
and Monica said that Nicole, your nose was real strong.
Oh
So you
yeah, I
got no.
just did. Let me tell you
It was
something.
real strong.
I'm how old am I? I'm 42 years old now. I say no and I mean it, real quick and real swift. There was a time in my
That's
life where I
right.
did
Now,
not
didn't
say
we just
no.
talk about this earlier? I
We
have
sure
to.
did.
I
Hey,
distinctly tell people I am very mindful. I'm
very
not demure.
demure.
Here,
I'm not demure, but
here.
I'm very mindful that when I say I don't want to do something, people like, oh, you got to do that. No, the fuck, I don't.
Only I know.
No,
Only thing I have
no.
to do is stay black and die. That is it.
That was
That's
my
It's
it.
grandmama's
it's
favorite
on my
saying.
list.
That's all I got to
Other than
do.
that, if I don't
Look,
want to do it, I don't have to do it.
Yep.
and like I told Crystal today, earlier we was actually having this conversation. I was
Yep.
like, it was in regards to people being mad. I was like, hey, a lot of people over here be mad by themselves because I promise you, I'm gonna sleep at night. But if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it. And if I feel like I did wrong, or something like that, I'm gonna always apologize for it. But after that, I'm done. You could be mad about it all you want to by yourself. And as my grandma said, you could be mad and then you can scratch your ass and get glad. Cause after that, I am done.
I
I
don't
am
want
done.
I love
I'm
African
done.
proverbs so
So
that is so true. So,
So
so true.
yes, yes, and I want to take a moment to shout out the narrators again. Midnight Michael
shout out to both of them, Midnight Mike,
Both of them.
and
Lauren Nichols.
Lauren
Yeah.
Nichols.
So I'm really particular about voices when it comes to my audiobooks.
Mm-hmm.
Probably shouldn't be saying this out loud, but I had a deal wherein I was unable to choose narrators, and I never promote that series in audio because I do not like any of the narrators on it. And after that experience, I was like, I will not go to another situation where I'm partnered with someone where I don't have that choice of narrators. Like I cannot, I will not do it because I'm super particular about the voices that I need to portray my stories because I hear them a certain way in my head. And I need you to catch the cadence and the rhythm that naturally resides in my writing. And of, I'm not going to say that thought. I'm just going to end on one.
Listen, no, I feel you. I'm that same way. I'm very particular. And unfortunately, there are some deals out there, especially traditional deals, where you're unable to pick your narrators. They're actually picked for you. And even in them situations, I'd be like, listen, I ain't even trying to hurt people's feelings. Send them a wish list. You know what?
And, and
Send them a
my
wish
thing
list.
is, like, I just feel like, particularly when it comes to us, and when I say us, I mean Black people in this space, and we are telling you what narrators we want to hear, it's because we know who has popped in this space and we know what kinds of voices our consumers want to hear. That's the thing. It's not that it always has to be you know who and you know who. I'm not saying their names because I'm not
Yeah,
trying to put them into anything.
exactly.
Like we're just
And we
saying
collectively know.
like people of that ilk are what we want to hear. So there are
Right.
more and more narrators coming into this space as time marches on. Like Midnight is fairly newer, right?
Yes.
But that
Yes.
brother hit the scene and hit the ground running because
Right.
he has he has the voice, he has the talent, he has the swag. He's able to embody these characters in the ways that the author is meant for them to be embodied. And so,
Exactly.
like, listen, I when they sent me samples, I was like, "What's him? Him downstairs.
Him right there.
I need him. Him downstairs. I need him immediately."
Come downstairs. Him
And you want
downstairs.
to know, I'm gonna just say this because you said the cadence. So listening to both of the books, Midnight Michael went from an uptight brother to a laid back brother.
Yes.
And it's
Yes.
like it was a difference. You know, he was so to me, he was so proper as William. But then with Waylon, he like, but he still delivered and it was phenomenal. But the cadence with Lauren Nichols between CG and Khalees, when
Yes.
she was reading KK, like doing KK, I was like, she ain't reading this, she ain't narrating this. She auditioning for a movie. She auditioning for a show.
They be
And it was
performing. They're
like
voice
she was
actors.
yes.
They are
And
voice
I
actors.
I
Hmm.
appreciate it so much. And like I said, just every time she said baby to Will, see, she said baby to Will, I was like, dang, girl.
Listen,
Like,
Lauren Nichols be doing her thing too.
she
And
do.
I love what I love about these narrators and what you said, like their cadence, and they study the craft and they study
Mm-hmm.
the art of
Yes.
how it is supposed to be performed. And I love when they take the initiative to, of course, the narrative parts they read in their narrator tone, but when they're actually doing dialogue, they act those parts, because it has to feel natural. And they take the initiative to actually work on their female and male voices, like, because we know Midnight Michael has a very deep, sultry voice, but he so seamlessly can convert and make you and understand that this is the female's part.
Yep.
And that is not an easy feat. And so this is why we say a lot of times, hey, this what you were saying, we're picking these people because they know how to perform and they understand the way we write. You understand what I'm saying? They get us. Us gets us, you know. So we boo
Chill.
boo for life, for us by us, okay?
That part. And that's why I really kind of love what Wesley has done coming into the space and bringing more narrators with her and putting us um putting more narrators, in our purview, right? Because I feel like we only know what's in front of us, like what's served to us via the algorithms or, what we see as we're scrolling. Most often, I don't feel like going out and researching like things that don't have to do with what I'm writing. Unfortunately, I'm a cop to it. Okay, I don't
Hmm.
always hit the Google search. Sometimes I'm just like, girl, what is here right now? I don't have time.
Exactly. Exactly.
But
Yes.
seeing people like Wesley starting up her production company and putting other people on, and then you got Audio and Black that started now where they're highlighting all of the Black audiobooks, not just some of them, but all of them. Like that is a very
Yes.
manual process they go through week by week to inform us about the new releases and all of that stuff. And so I just think that it's really cool that like different sectors of the community are sort of coming together and making the audio world more accessible and touchable for those of us who are not deeply entrenched in it.
Yes. And also shout out to Jocelyn Pro Jock with Audio Flow and
Yes,
Neon Audio. She's another one who, she works with a lot of narrators across the board as well. And she's helped bringing these books and all of these novellas, these novels by us into these realms and in these spaces where we are getting to see our works being, highlighted and performed in such a way that it resonates with us. And that's what I love. Wesley, all of them, Audio and Black, shout out Audio and Black, love them to death. Wesley, love her. Jock, love her too. So
yeah.
y'all keep doing what y'all doing. We support it. And like Monica said, this is why AI could never.
Why it could never be. Okay, like I don't
Uh,
get me started on my Allen Iverson rant. Okay,
Not the Allen Iverson Ray.
That's the only AI I know. That's the only AI I know.
That is the only AI that we care
That's
about.
the,
That we
look.
care
That's the
about.
only one
Yeah.
we gonna respect is that AI. Cause
Hey,
no,
what
like
do you say? The only
come
person
on.
we acknowledge is Wallace. Shit, the only AI I acknowledge is Iverson.
Right. Yeah, and
Iverson.
because it's so weird now when you listening to the books. I don't know if it do it with everybody else, but Untamed has dragged me into the world of Audible, and I be so excited. My friends are like, "God, how many Audible books you got?" I'll be like, "Not as many as some people I know," but it switches over to the assistive reading, and it did it one time, and I said, "What the hell happened to my book?" Like I was so bummed, and then I saw that all I had to do was go out and come back in. But stop trying to force that robotic, non-reading, uncolored voice on me, please stop.
Them clear colors. Them clear colors.
Yes, please stop. Like it's ridiculous. Like I don't even let Alexa read to me no more. When she said DA bitches, I said it's girl, it's bitch. So
the
no, yeah, they no. If y'all gonna give us that, please make them ebonics. Let them know that it's not DA bitches, it's the bitch.
yeah,
Right?
no.
Like teach them. Like please get a black person to be the voice and do it the right way. Something, program something.
Yeah.
And listen, and you never know. It's probably already in the mix of it as another way to try to force us to acknowledge they AI. And I'm just like, nah,
And I'm still not going to acknowledge it.
yeah, exactly. Now I'm gonna rock with the Wesleys and the Shawns and the Midnight Michaels and the Jacobys and the Alex and the Laurens and the Lacys
All
of
of
the
that.
world.
All of that.
Hey, you know who my new favorite male narrator is? Sharice Stevens.
Yes, God. Oh my
We had a
my
whole
God.
discussion about this. Like we said we was going to start recording. I tell y'all, we say, and now that I done went back to work, well, I'm not working at home. It'd be kind of hard sometimes, but she'll be like, "Oh, can I call you real quick?" Our real quicks be an hour or two. And we were listening to a book from Christina C. Jones. Maybe next time we
Next
listen to
time,
like all of them.
listen to the Megan Trainor series because that's what
Yes,
we on him.
Untamed
And
called me.
December,
She said, "Who is that? I need Sharif Stevens bad. Like his voice."
that man reading Denver.
Yes,
Listen,
I would
yes.
listen. I,
listen.
I hit that lady immediately and I said, "Hey, bitch, where you get him from?"
Right,
Because
right.
that one right
I'm
there.
trying to tell you, listen. Sharif started talking, and I ain't gonna lie, all the draws gonna fall because baby, when he
That man came through.
Yes,
Like he came out the gate. Like, excuse me, sir.
yes, like it was. He was already warmed up, but he said,
He
if
didn't
you
even
ain't ready, you ain't got to
my
get ready.
chastity belt.
yes.
He came in like like he came in like he had been doing this for 20 years already.
In
And he
Okay.
probably just normally
waving the
talking.
fofo. Okay.
Yeah, but when I first listened to the book, I said, "Oh, damn." And I don't be trying to lust after men, but the voice, I just want to be like, just call me and say, "Hey, what's up?" Just that's all I want you to say.
Just send a voice memo and say, "How's your day?"
Yes.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
the thing? What's the
And
thing? Y'all watch that show, Good Girls? Everybody
Mm-hmm.
one buddy. What do you say? Elizabeth get in the car. Like we need the black romance version of Elizabeth get in the car. That should be the litmus test for like all of
Elizabeth,
these.
get in the car.
So
Like
you know what? Okay, Untamed, we're gonna do this tomorrow. We're gonna start with Midnight Michael. So
Okay.
Midnight Michael, if you still on here, just be ready because we're gonna need you to say, "Elizabeth, get in the car."
Get in the car.
Say it your way.
Listen,
But
our
I know exactly what
versatility
you're
we gotta
talking
we
about.
gotta come up with a more
Well, we need
version
Elizabeth.
of
We
that.
need
You
him to
feel
say,
me?
"Keisha, get
Like
your ass in the
Nico,
car."
get your ass in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I just need a little bit of a,
a little oomph to it.
a little.
you need a belly, type version.
Yeah,
We need the Tubi version. Okay, we don't need the.
yeah. We don't need the
Listen,
NBC version. We
I
need the
love
I
Tubi
I love
version.
just
Tubi.
said earlier
I
today, I
love
was talking about tweeting about this podcast, And I said, I'm probably going to say something that at some point is going to make you type my name in all caps. And the We Need a TV version might have just been it.
Yes.
All right, guys, blame Mr. Davis and the people who told me to drink it. Because I put a poll in my IG story and I said, should I have Sir Davis with me tonight at the podcast? And everybody voted yes. Now, mind you,
Well, thank y'all for the vote.
both options to vote were yes.
So wait a minute, you gotta look. I gotta take my glasses off. So you gotta, what is that? A brandy?
It's Beyonce's whiskey.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. Is it good? Good.
It's good.
So let me just tell you this: I don't drink brown.
Oh, I'm so
'Cause I
sorry.
get down.
I'm so sorry for you.
Why?
It's always brown for me.
Yeah, I noticed you do drink brown, but
I like my liquor like I like my men, brown and strong.
well, you know, I mean, I drink the white because I like to be light, but the brown gonna get me down. Now I'm either be down to fight, and that's probably back in the day. That's probably why I was in trouble a lot because I used to drink brown.
And that would do it.
That would do it.
That'll do it.
You know what I mean?
Do it. But I love my brown. I love my brown.
Oh yeah, I'm not. I can't do any of that lighter stuff.
Man,
I
give
used
me
to
some
do it a
brown.
lot, like in my
Happiest person
earlier,
in the world.
like my early club days and all that stuff. Like me and my best friend were actually talking about this recently. It's completely off topic. Sorry for anybody who came to this. Like you talk about this book because I'm here to tell you, you put me on something. Shit, good luck. Yeah, me and my best friend was just talking about how like when we used to be in the streets like that, how like we used to be banging Bacardi like it was going on
Mm-hmm.
because every friggin' bar or club had like specials for all the flavored,
Yeah.
Bacardi. Mm-hmm.
Bacardis and all that stuff. But then at some point we got introduced to the lovely world of brown and we said, you know what? Leave that white man alone.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
When you drink brown,
Listen,
I feel like you sophisticated when you drink brown. You know, it's in
you
a nice,
can
pretty
be.
glass. I mean, it do look better brown. I mean, hey, look at us. We look better brown.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you now. See, in my choice of brown is simply a lot of white girls. They make me sick. Like I had a shot of Patron, and baby, I can tell you right now, Patron had me down in the dirt. But one
Mm.
person who ain't gonna never do me dirty is Jose.
See, I can't fuck with Patton Hahn. Don is not a friend of mine. Jose's not a friend of mine. The Migos, I can't fuck with the Migos.
Okay, oh, me
They can
go.
fuck with my casa. No.
So both of my kids, I have grown kids, y'all, like grown. So both of my kids love Dawn. So my daughter she been trying to get me to drink Hennessy. I said, you love me, right? She said, yeah. I said, so you don't want me to drink Hennessy and take me out somewhere because we're going to jail. Because she for all the shits and giggles like I am. So if somebody look at me wrong,
Girl.
I'll be ready to fight. But my son, he a lightweight because he don't drink.
Okay.
So when he do drink, he earls.
Oh.
And he gonna get me, but I don't care. But no, he went out this past weekend. Now you see him on his story dancing with 2 bottles of Dawn. Then he showed me a video hours later. He passed out in his friend called Throw Up Every.
Oh.
I said, "Did you eat?" And he was like, "Yeah." No, he said, "No, the food was nasty." I said, "Then you should have put some bread on your stomach. Stop being stupid. You can't drink like that and don't have no food on your stomach."
Yeah.
Ruin his $200 tennis shoes.
Sam. I remember being like so knowledgeable that we had to have something to drink when we were like going out to the bars. That
Yes.
one time me and my homegirls stopped in a 7-Eleven and bought an 8-pack of like hot dog buns and we're eating them on the way.
You have to pregame.
On our stomach that we got
You have to pregame. You have to pregame. And
You know,
you
my
have to
daughter
pregame earlier the older you get.
Yep. My daughter favorite saying when she ready to go out and drink with her friends. All right, take the skin off your lip. Up, we ate. Let's go.
Oh heck no.
You better eat the skin off your lip. Let's go.
Wow.
Listen, and Monica over here, I done skipped out on these comments. Monica said that Sharice Stevens is that nigga. Okay. And she said he nailed Denver. I was in everybody's inbox about that.
We gotta find Sharice Stevens then too. We gotta bring him to the show. We gotta
Yeah,
bring
I
him.
gotta bring them on.
You know what? And I'm a shout out another one who has I had the honor of having him on two of my books, and he is just making waves. He's been in the urban side for a long time, but he's making his way to the romance, and he's killing it. Mr. Tony
Tony
Isabella.
Isabella. Yep.
Yeah, because what
Mm.
he did, he did KC's My Name Is Nas, ain't it?
Yeah, he sure
I
did.
believe so.
I
I
think
believe he did.
Yep, he
that was
sure
the
did.
first time I heard him, and I said, okay, Antonio, Anthony, Tony.
Yes, yes, that's
Yes,
what I'm talking about.
Because my
I
thing
mean,
is, I can't listen to audiobooks that I have not read. Sorry, my attention span is terrible. And if it's a brand new story to me, I'm gonna zone out. Like I can tune voices out too good. So it has to be a book I've already read. So like, and I don't listen like more than like 30 to hour increments. So I've
mm,
listened to audiobooks for like 3 weeks.
well, at least you're listening to him. Because there's
yes.
some people who don't like. I was adamant about not doing audiobooks at first. I'm like, they gonna mess up my image of the person in my head. They're not gonna sound how they sound. I was lying to myself.
Listen,
I was lying to myself
I
because
yanked
now,
her over. I yanked her.
yes,
I said, Crystal,
Yeah,
you
I
I'm
gotta
addicted.
listen.
like I
I
did
was,
as got into them because of Annie Up coming to audio. That was my first. That was like one of the first black
I love
indie that
that.
came in audio, and that's my baby. So I'm gonna listen to everything that she associated with. And
Mm-hmm.
like I was like, oh, I can do this audiobook thing. Like this is cool. Like this is another like deeper form of it. Because even listening to my
Mm-hmm.
books, I'd be like, oh shit, I wrote that. Like all those words
Mhm.
sound good. Oh, I could have cut a
It
few words out there. Like that was a little cumbersome. I'm so sorry you had to read that. But like it's a wholly different experience from like sight reading. And so
it
Yes.
really truly is. And I'll say this too. For me, I can't remember what book it was. I so like my journey with audiobook went like this. I was kind of listening to audiobooks back in the day before, when they was still reading the monotone because I had a job where I needed something in my ear, like to concentrate.
mm,
And so I got off of it once I left that job. And so I was like, I didn't really care for it because it was monotone. But coming back into it, and I don't even know who even suggested it to me, but I believe it was a book by Ashley Antoinette, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it was. But I just remember the narrator was Nicole Small. And
mm.
baby, Nicole Small will ruin you for anything. But you was like, after that, I couldn't do nothing but listen to audiobook. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nicole Small is awesome. She is awesome. And baby, she was
it's
doing
hilarious.
like 17, 11 voices. I was like, good God.
What's hilarious is that I get tagged and stuff for Nicole Small sometimes because our last name is right.
Yep, because it's kind of close. Both of them kind of close. That is true. Well, they're
Somebody
both
was talking about
Nicole.
the audiobook and they like said Nicole Smalls, but then I was tagged and I was like, Nicole,
Not me. Not me. They
I
hit
am
you
not
up saying,
moonlighting.
they hit you up like, can you narrate my book? And you like, that was it me?
Although you know what's crazy, I did a romance convention, my very first like big like white romance con. It was called Romance Con, and these women came up to me because I did a couple panels. I moderated one, and then I was a panelist on a couple. And these women came up to me like during the sign-in hall period, and they were like, "Oh my God, have you ever thought about narrating the audiobooks? Your voice is so soothing." And I'm like, "Ew, my voice is so annoying." I was like, "Girl, no, thank you for the compliment, but don't gas me up, baby. This voice ain't." And
It
like,
ain't it.
and so a few years ago, Sister Girls Book Club did this really cool thing where they commissioned a few authors to do exclusive stories for their website, and they wanted us to read the stories.
Oh,
And so I was one of the authors they had to do it, and I did it. And the recording process was hell for me because I kept re-recording and stumbling over my words and like trying to edit the words as I'm reading them because I'm like, oh, this is a mouthful. I don't want to say all these words. So I give so much respect to like the actors that are narrators because baby, I could never like
Never.
that is the talent that he did not bless me with. Because that
Listen,
mm, mm, mm.
I can't even read a snippet of mine without stumbling and fumbling. So I know I'm not about to be sitting up here trying to narrate no 100,
Yeah, it's
200,
not
300
gonna
page
happen.
book. It's not going to happen.
I was at an event and they were like, "Oh, do y'all want to read from your works?" And I was like, "Why would I ever want to fucking do that?" Like, do you know how like daunting it is to read aloud in front of a group of strangers? And like, I'm not a shy girl. I'm not an introvert. Crystal has met me, so she know I don't got
Yeah.
serious bone in my body. Like, I'm just really unhinged a lot of the time. And so I'm not necessarily scared, but it's just like those nerves do creep up. Like, oh, do I really know how this word is pronounced? Because maybe I just saw it before and I never heard it out loud. And I'm like, this
I
is
be
the
thinking that too.
like,
Mhm.
Yeah, I be thinking that like especially when I read words in the book, and I be like, who did they hear this from? I think I've used some of the words that you guys use in books, and people like looking at me like, where you learn that word from? Out of a book, because I'm not gonna say it any other time. I don't even know what the word means half the time. So
I know that's
I'm gonna use
right.
it. It just sounds right. It sounds like it fits
Look,
the part that what I'm saying to you.
look,
Definitely.
and I posted. Look, hold on. Let me see. Bookworm said Tony also did Siobhan Latrice's Crenshaw King series, and
Oh,
Monica said Nicole is my friend. She just don't know it.
Nicole is everybody's friend. She's definitely everybody's friend.
listen, all of my bios say that I'm the internet's cousin because everybody
Yes,
says
it
that I'm
does.
the cousin. Like,
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, and then Bookworm said Nate Strong. Yeah, you're right. Nate Strong is another one. He opened his mouth on the Village Shorts by Alexandria House, and I was like, "What scrumptiousness is this in my ears?"
Oh, we got. Let me go
oh,
ahead and look. Let me go ahead and introduce myself to Nate Strong. Then.
yeah, I was gonna say, let me go meet Nathaniel, Mr. Strong,
Yeah.
Nathaniel,
Nathaniel.
Yeah, because
Nathaniel.
I like a strong man.
You know, I'm like a
What?
strong, I'm like a
Yeah.
strong,
What
strong
my
white.
words say now? It's cuddle season. This the only
Girl,
cuddling I'm gonna be doing.
that's the only cuddling you're gonna be doing. And
That's the
yes,
only
Nate
cuddle
Strong
I'm
is
gonna be
another
doing.
one. It's so many that's coming. And I'm gonna tell you who is another one from a book that I just read. Like we was going over all the narrators tonight, but
Yes.
this is another book I forgot that I literally just read it. Satisfaction Guaranteed by Kaylin Hunt and Don Montgomery.
Oh
Mm,
yeah, Montgomery's.
my God.
Yeah,
Oh Lord, y'all gonna kill me.
Woo!
Yep, I guess I will be coloring up with the narrator this winter.
Look, he made my
Well,
chest
look, at
go
least I can't
timber.
get pregnant.
Hey, that boy, I don't know. The way some of these voices are, you might pop up with some
now we
immaculate
got to get
conception.
conception from the audible. Uh,
Be like, Sharif, it's yours.
What Glow said, how he's your man if he here with me.
Listen.
They my man's I say I'm a book whore. I'm a book whore. Cause
Exactly.
good gosh, the men's I ain't even gonna lie. Like I said, Lauren Nichols had my heart palpitating a little bit every time she said baby. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have
Hey,
to watch.
don't
I'm gonna have
sleep
to,
on these female narrators, because
I was about to
baby,
say,
girlies can get it done. The girlies can get it done.
yes,
they
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 definitely
can
do.
get you there too. Lacey Laurel, woo, baby, ha,
Oh
ha.
my God,
All
did you?
right, the oath and the offer, ha.
I should
Let's
have told
go,
her she got me pregnant. Cause Tati Richards, Richard said I told her she owed me a pack of panties
baby, and some new batteries.
and some sheets.
That's
Yes,
Cause woo, that book right there was nasty.
I'm so glad that, even though y'all read such nasty stuff like that, that y'all give good Christian fiction like mine a good chance.
not good Christian.
Wait a minute, says the one who had
Yeah,
a daggone the double cross in the basement, who had her
listen.
own sex room.
Oh,
Who gave that man a safe word? Said pick a safe word.
did she do that?
Escrow.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Escrow.
minute. Listen. Now I know good well. I know good well. I'm like Crystal. Now I know good well. I read this book. Now everybody called on the name of Jesus, but it sure wasn't in holy
And I
hand to
know
pray.
you ain't talking when you wrote fuck around and found out.
Oh, that's good, huh? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good Christian
Oh
thing.
my.
Good Christian
No,
thing.
Yeah.
get Christian fishing. Get Christian fishing. Well,
I
let's go talk about some more good Christian fish because we got to. I want to touch a little bit on Hammer. I know we supposed
Yeah.
to talk about. Hold on, go back. Cause Kristen, you brought up something. Yeah, I actually do want to talk about CG in this sex room. Before we
Yeah.
move on, that's where I was trying to go. It's the CG in this sex room. So,
I mean, she building them. You might as well have one.
look, if she building it, they will come.
if she
They
built
So
will
it,
come.
you feel me? She built it and he did come, you know?
and
And
he
he
Like,
did
come
come. Yes.
two ways. Uh, so look, what what was your inspiration behind the sex room?
that's just simple. I was doing a lot of Google searches, child. Because oh my goodness, it was so funny. After like writing this book, I went to go look for something on Amazon, and my entire Amazon like keep browsing section was all like woke books. So clearly, I was deep in the trenches doing my research, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of it was really like, okay, just researching different kind of kinks, thinking about the person she was, thinking about what would appeal to her, and then sort of from there, really just like reading about a lot of this stuff and like watching videos and to really like get a feel for it, right? Um, because I think I was talking about this when I was at Romance Con or whatever, because they were asking about like, oh, what inspires you to write like hot scenes, da da da, whatever, whatever. And I was just like, porn. Like, are we not? Are we not all watching porn? Like this
She said,
is
I thought we started doing
like,
this.
that's how you. For me, like I don't want to write every couple doing it the same way, and so that's like a visual way for me to be like, okay, let me pick pieces of this video, put this together in their experience, tie it to what they have going on in their lives, right? Like that makes sense. And did y'all know it was it's a little follow up. It's not a book 3, but it's a little follow up short to this series on my website. Big plug, the shop by NicoleFalls.com. I have some exclusive shorts over there.
Okay, and we'll be heading there.
Guide, which is a follow up short story with CG and Will. And there's more role play in there. So
Hmm, I love it. Yes. So let me hit you with a listen. You have shocked the girlies because they're like escrow, Christian fiction, Christian. That's Miss Ronnie. Thank you, Miss Ronnie, for popping in. She said, "Lord, it was just Sunday." Hey, Arthur Blossom for jumping in. Monica said, "Pleasure Principle was Christian fiction with a whole bunch of question marks."
were they not worshiping?
I love it. She said, especially chapter 8. This was Julie G said, especially chapter 8. Right, meaning what church? She said, what church is this?
It's the church that's mentioned. What book did I just put a church in? I just gave it a ridiculous church name. Oh my gosh. It's like Sweet Honey and the Rock Missionary Baptist on the side of the road. Dang, what book did I just do that in? I really did do a long disrespectful church name in some book. I can't remember which one though. But people were like, "Are you serious with this church name?" Oh, it was an
When I
excess
find it,
package.
I'm gonna put it. I'm
It
gonna
was an
send you
excess
a message.
package. Oh, I think it was an excess package. I just like to have
Oh my
And that's
goodness.
that comedy. That's that comedy coming out of
it's
you.
the
That's
comedy.
that comedy.
Oh my
Yep.
goodness. But
But
listen,
I definitely enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed Screwed.
I did too.
I'm not even gonna lie. I wouldn't mind being in the middle of them two.
Listen, I'm just trying to
Yeah.
push CG out. I like CG and all, and that's my girl. But I just try to fly home out the way.
You said I
Just
try
put
to
me
get
in.
her
Just
out the
look.
way.
Put me in, coach. Put me in.
Right. Put me in,
Put
I
me
feel
in.
like
That's
I
Give me
feel
a
funny.
couple
like,
of hours, a couple of days, a
you
couple of
know,
weeks, a couple of months.
it was a
Call me when
look,
you're
it was a
ready.
song that said on the weekend. I mean, yeah, I can be on the weekend. You can
She
have
said
it
Okay,
Monday
it's
through
okay.
a
You can
Friday.
put
Thursday.
me in, coach. Put me in.
She said
Mm-hmm.
it is a Thursday. Then I will be on my way.
Right.
Exactly,
That's true.
exactly on the weekend. So
Yep.
and
Now,
Buffy
since we
talking about some
talking
she
about
gonna drop
being
by
put
for Saturday
in,
service.
since
Wait,
we
what you
talking
say?
about being put in, where did the name Screwed come from? Like, is it because they was
Oh, it's because it's a HGTV book. So screwed
yeah,
is,
yeah.
when they building, they use screws and they also use hammers. So it was like the construction terms.
So
Listen,
okay, so we going with the construction terms and not the sexual terms.
No, they
Okay.
were the construction terms the whole time. How you dirty heathens interpreted it is up to you.
I was about to say that. Wait
Because
a minute,
I
because you
myself
said
personally, when I wrote them and conceptualized the series, I said, oh, let's make it construction related since they work in construction.
Okay. Okay.
So it's
Julia G is over
like,
here on one tonight because she said, I mean, they do be knocking down walls.
yeah, listen.
And she drinking what you
No,
Julia
what's
G,
so funny is that she ain't, she don't drink.
Julia G, ma'am, I need you to come back to every live we had. Okay.
drinking. Right? I'm loving it. Like,
Girl,
yes,
you gonna
yes,
be
yes.
I want all y'all to come back, but she with these one liners
Listen, this
is
is my
she
dog.
is
I love
taking me. She's sending me. She is sending me with
her.
these
Loving
one
it.
liners.
Loving it. Loving it. Loving
Look,
it.
and we need that on a t-shirt too. Screw the hammer, because I mean they do be knocking down. Wow!
That part.
Yes, yes,
That part. The Can Do Network is about to do a lot of stuff.
Listen, what can you do?
Right. Also, will we get any more books on the Can Do Network?
Maybe I hadn't really thought about it prior to this moment, but perhaps I'll revisit. I keep doing this little thing in books where I create universes and then never return to them.
I
oh
like
my
that
goodness.
though.
The only
Because
recurring universe I have, well, the one that I've returned to most is Nymphs and Trojans, and that's because, you know, I got my
basketball.
buddy. So she was like, "No, we got to do this." I'm like, "Right."
Yes, that is
Yes,
true.
yes. So I'm gonna move over. Look, we gonna get in something about hammer before we get out.
Yes, yes.
So I read the synopsis for Hammer, but before I go into Waylon and Khaleesi's story, Khaleesi had a lot going on with her family. Her dad, who was just hard headed and wouldn't take care of his stuff, but her stepmama pissed me off because she was up here trying to cater to her husband, and I know that older women, they will do that instead of doing what was best for him. And I was so glad that Khalees like stood her ground, was like, "Oh, this my daddy, and we gonna do what he's supposed to do, and you gonna follow it. You gonna follow the fucking line, okay, ma'am?"
So, let me just go ahead and be the bearer of dead news. But see, because I know you, Nicole, and I know you don't do stuff like that, I was like, oh, maybe she tried to kill him.
There you go, trying
I
to
wish
rob somebody
I
eventually.
wish I could tell you why that is so funny to me, but I cannot in this public forum.
When she called her, it was like he back in the hospital, and she's like, "What do you mean? He was just fine." And now he's back in the hospital. The first thing I said, "That bitch trying to kill him."
It
That's
was
what she
sus.
trying to
It
do.
was very sus.
Yes, like
Listen, and I thought that too at first. I was like, "Is she doing something to this man?"
I mean, what did he say? I mean, she didn't like him when they first met because she was about to be a black box car kid. That was funny. That was hilarious. he had to go save her from being a black boxcar kid. Like, who runs? When we run away to our friend's house, not going to the damn train track, getting on the train,
A
and
girl,
leaving. Like, what?
a girl said, "Fuck that. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm trying to get.
Right.
I'm leaving this world behind."
Right. She was really trying to get out of there. Like, what?
Yes,
I'm
yes,
like, oh no.
whew, but Crystal, now look, now we can hop on your student because we know that Waylon and Khalees, they were friends, but clearly had feelings for each other. Um, and then they stopped being friends because of a particular girlfriend at the time.
It ain't no particular girlfriend. It's Krista funny looking, ugly, jealous ass.
Hating asshole.
Ooh, she got a bad built butch body.
She do.
Hater.
Looking like
Hater
SpongeBob.
in the midst. And what's so bad is that in my mind, the girl is not even like ugly or anything like that, but her actions make her look like a fucking Quasimodo. Like,
Well, I figured she wasn't ugly, like you said, her actions was, but I figured she wasn't ugly. But what pissed me off is you only wanted this man because you knew what he wanted to do and you wanted to be rich off of him and you thought you was just gonna
Mhm,
sit on your ass and do nothing.
yep.
No.
mhm.
She thought she was gonna sit back and eat bonbons. No, she wasn't.
Sweet life.
And she wasn't gonna screw or she wasn't gonna screw or get hammered. She wasn't gonna do that.
Now she was trying to screw him over.
That part.
Pretty much.
That
Pretty
part.
much. And that's why
That's
she got hammered up out of there.
You feel me?
Yep.
for
He
real,
took the
for
claw out
real.
on the hammer and pulled her ass
Put
up
her
out of
ass
there.
out.
She got to go.
Pull her ass
This
out of there.
screw ain't working no
But
more.
he did hurt. Look, even after I heard how the whole thing went down, it did hurt me that I was like, Khalees, like, you actually believe that I would do something like that to you? Like, why?
Well, you know, we not always in our right minds, right?
Mm-mm.
When I
Mm-hmm.
get up on my little soapbox and speak to the public about how we
But I
do
gotta take my
heroin.
glasses off so I can see it. See
Hey,
this.
how we do heroines. Y'all too hard on these bitches. Give them some grace. We don't get it right all the time. You don't have the right answers all the time. You don't say the right things all the time. You don't make the right decisions all the time. These hoes in these books are not going to do that either. Give them some grace.
Can you say that a little bit louder for the people
Look,
in the back?
look, let's let her stand back up and say it again.
Say it
Give
again.
them some grace. God.
But and I mean I agree with
And
you.
I know it's frustrating because we
Right.
see the entire picture. We have to
Mm-hmm.
forget, as the reader, we're seeing things that everybody in the story doesn't always have the full information about.
Right.
So they make the decisions based on what is in their purview and what they perceive to be true. And I want us to remember, if we keep saying that we want books that are based in reality and not this pie in the sky fantasy bullshit where everybody does and says the right things, then we have to give the space for these women to fuck up. Because these niggas fuck up and it just be like, oh, but that's Beto. No, like, come on.
That's so true.
Listen,
I
and I'm
mean, if
all
they
for
that
that.
perfect, then kill them all.
She gonna unalive somebody
Kill them all.
every chance she get.
What they say, I'm gonna kill them stone dead. And I'm only drinking water. I'm not even drinking liquor.
Look,
I'm only
and
drinking water.
if they are too perfect, they probably a killer anyway.
That part,
Mm-hmm.
like the
They
signs be
probably
there, like this is really a fucking psychopath.
Thank you.
absolutely that part. So
Mm-hmm.
hey, we got that from one of the characters in Yasmin Ango's book. Not what she seen. Everybody loved that woman, and that woman was a sociopath and a psychopath. Okay.
Ow,
She was messed up.
messed up all the way.
All the way messed up.
Also,
Yes.
shout out to Yasmin Ango, because like that lady can write. I don't know her, like,
Yes.
but baby, I started the night books, and I was like, oh, sister, you got it. I'm reading anything you put out.
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh, I definitely enjoy Not What She Seems. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
whew, that was
That
good.
book was that was a good book.
And I love
And
a book that like takes me on the because like I write romance, so I read romance a lot less now. Um,
Right,
mhm.
because I just don't want to accidentally like write something that's like somebody else and then
right.
me on the TikTok like Nicole plagiarized. No, the fuck I didn't.
Now I got you on the TikTok because they will do
And
it,
that's how
honey.
you gonna say it too.
Yeah, like I'm stitching the video like bitch no I didn't. Like so I just stay out of like reading a ton of romance now. But I love
Right.
reading like, genres. And that thriller suspense thing, that's always my cat and my go-to. Like I'm gonna find me a good one and curl up with that.
Oh, would you write one?
I don't have the brain to do so. I
Well,
can
if you
only
write
write
one,
funny and
can it be named Crystal?
I don't have the brain. I'm telling you, I can only write funny and fucking. Like that's it. Like I have like ideas for other things outside of that, but currently my brain can't handle writing anything but
That's a goal of
My
mine. I would love to write a psychological thriller.
my daughter keep want me to write one, but see, she's the one that's got that kind of mindset. I mean, she's going to be a forensic psychologist. All she does is watch CSI, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, and that's the kind of book she reads, and I'm just like, yeah, that's not your mama's forte.
yeah, like I love to read it, but I like
But I love to read it. I'm like, yeah, I love to read it, but yeah, I can't dive into
my
that.
capabilities. It's just not.
I'm creating a whole bubonic plague, and people gonna be at a party. They just gonna drop dead, and then they're gonna be trying to figure out why. And it's just gonna be the air was blowing in the room.
Mm.
Mhm.
I actually had this crazy like dream about being trafficked one day, and this was like 3 years ago. But I remembered it like to the T when I woke up, and so I wrote it all down because I'm like that could be a book someday. Like the very beginning of it was so like it really felt like I was in this space and I was not in a dream. So the fact that I remembered it when I woke up was odd because I
That's
never
scary.
I dreamed
Yeah.
when I woke up. But like I wrote down as much as I could remember because I was like, oh, I'm gonna come back to this when like my brain is able to process
Well, I hope your brain is ready to process it sooner rather than later.
that.
I know that's right. Monica said, yes, write it. Let me go up here. I'm trying to catch these comments. And Miss Ronnie says, it takes time to turn some of us hoes into housewives. It's a journey for some of us.
Well, Krista ain't gonna be a housewife. She's gonna still be a hoe.
Well, here's the thing though, but hoe is in the word housewife. So really, is it turning a hoe to a housewife or
I mean, if you want to keep on being a housewife, you got to be a hoe.
you feel me?
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
They go what?
Hmm.
And in
Hand in hand.
Hand in
Yep.
hand. Because where
Mhm.
there's a
You know how
where
they be
where
out
there's a
together
hoe, there's a
having drinks with
housewife.
their friends. Yeah, they
listen,
be out
the
having
root
drinks with
word,
their friends. What did
the
you
root
do this week to
word.
keep on not having to work? Well, the day I laid down I got on all fours.
Listen, the root word of housewife is
It's
hoe.
Is
hoe.
hoe. That is
It's
true.
like, listen, where there's a hoe, there's a housewife. So like where there's a will, there's a way. There's a housewife.
I mean,
I'm just gonna randomly tweet the root word of hoe as housewife is hoe just to see what happens.
oh, now look, I'm gonna have to go find my Twitter password just so I can see how this played out. Can you share this on TikTok? Because I don't even want to go back on Twitter. Because when I go on Twitter, stuff go
No,
awry.
I don't be down to the well. I'm not gonna lie to you. I be scrolling on the TikTok all the time. I don't put content out on TikTok because I don't have to. You see how I am dressed right now? This is how I look 87% of the time. My hair ain't done. I have on a t-shirt. I look crazy. I don't like being on camera like this normally. I almost canceled a job. I didn't even hold job because I was supposed to do my hair today, but I got caught up doing some stuff.
No, you okay? Look, the only reason Crystal has on clothes and a bra is because I don't take my clothes off when I come home from work. But most of the time, I don't have a bra on. If you see me like this, ain't no bra on. You know, I'm
Listen,
sitting on my knees.
Listen,
And
we
the only
be
reason I got pants on because I just came from work. Because any other we record, half the time I ain't got no pants on.
listen, we be suspect on this camera because at the end of the day, you be seeing a nice headshot or a shirt or whatever, but praise God for the bottoms. It's
Yep. I
like
can
you
tell
never
you
know what you gonna get if we stand up.
all of my videos that I used to do when I was really doing videos on books and so, no bra, no bottoms.
So, you know, and
My brother used to be like, "You
I
gonna
look
put clothes
luxurious
on?"
today because I was at an event this weekend, so that's all.
Yeah.
Baby, I have come on here with a cap on, a skull head, listen, because
No, let me share that with you guys. We had an interview the other day, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna be on camera because I don't feel like I don't look right." So we go on. The camera, she docked. Like, so I'm like, okay, we just gonna start talking. Next thing, it came on, and she was like, okay. Oh my God. Because I'm like, I know this gonna be recorded, but I'm like, you just said you wasn't gonna be on camera because your hair wasn't done. But nah, she found something and fixed it. But as soon as that camera came off, so did that.
Hilarious.
listen, I was sitting up here and I was like, oh, I came on and I was like, yep, it's here. Me and Crystal was all off camera behind the stage talking, and I was like, hold on, Crystal, unclip,
Yep.
clip.
Not even that. She sat there and fixed it. Let me make sure.
I calmed on up.
What was
She's
that?
like, let me go put this back in the bag.
I have a event this weekend. Sunday I'm doing Jess Watkins Chicago Urban Book Expo.
Okay.
That's a good time.
It
That
is.
is
I
a
love
good
it.
time.
I love
The
it.
music,
The
the
music is
music.
fun. The music is fun. They have a cash bar there. Uh,
Yes.
Host Corey B, Jess' best friend. She's a comedian and she funny as hell. Her husband's the DJ. Like their chemistry and the way that they banter,
Yes.
as the day goes on. I like that Corey walks around and talks to each of the authors. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a good time to me. I always have fun. I've done it as vendor and spectator. This year I'm actually on the clock. Last year I was there, but I wasn't on the clock. And I had a
Oh,
good time. I was able to drink my good wine and bop around and do some dancing. But this time,
it's a good time. I'm gonna have to make my way back. I have to make my way back.
Exactly. So, but I do want to, because we winding down, so I do want to give you an opportunity to let us know, like, where everyone can connect with you, where they can purchase your books, and also shout out anything else you want to know about the brand and the events and everything,
oh,
all the teams.
okay. So I got a whole bunch of stuff to tell y'all. So listen up.
Y'all listen out, get your pens
The
ready.
first is that you can find me almost always over on that silly ass bird app. My handle over there is underscore Nicole Falls. That's my same handle on Instagram. I'm over here underscore Nicole Falls. I am on Facebook as author Nicole Falls, and then just like Nicole Falls in my regular profile. I do have a Facebook readers group. I'm not very good at participating in there. My lovely admin, shout out to her, Natasha. She posts like twice a week. She's the real MVP. I'm trying to get back in the trenches up over there, but I don't really be over there like that. God help me. I have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/Nicole Falls. Over there, you get the goods first. So depending on which tier you get, you can even get free ebooks and paperbacks throughout the year. What else I got going on? I got the shop. Crystal is wearing a lovely BRU shirt, Black Romance University. That's my baby. That's my brainchild. That is soon to be, hopefully, by the grace of God, a more built out and robust sort of website entity. I really want to expand that brand beyond just the t-shirts and sweatshirts and all that stuff. And so I'm in the very, very, very beginning processes of trying to make that happen. But we do have an IG, so follow Black Romance University over on the IG. At this point, I think we're doing follow for follow because I don't really care. Um, I'm not gatekeeping that. I do gatekeep my follows on my real Instagram. I'm so sorry. Like I don't follow everybody back over there, and it's not your fault. It's me. Totally me. But yeah, I got the shop by NicoleFalls.com. You can find all the BRU gear there. I have reader centric gear, writer centric gear. I have a couple of miscellaneous things. I also have short stories, audiobooks over there for your pleasure. If you're one of those people that likes to support artists directly, please come support me directly because that money goes straight to my child's pockets.
Hey.
Let's see what else. What else I got going on? I think that's everything. Oh, well, I just told you I'm gonna be at Justice event on Sunday. If you're gonna be in Chicago, come on over and say hi. And then I'm going to be in, of all places, Toledo, Ohio, in November
Okay.
2nd, 3rd, or 4th. One of those, whichever one is the Saturday. I'm not quite sure. I will be in Toledo, Ohio, at their library's Romance Con. I am on a panel. I'm on two panels. One I'm not sure if I can talk about yet, but the other one is sort of like a diversity panel or whatever. I'll be on there as the B and BIPOC.
Mhm.
I should never say that out loud. Intrusive thoughts. Intrusive. Sometimes they fly. Yeah, I think that's all the places that I'll be at.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right,
and let me
y'all.
say this one thing to anybody who's reading this and who likes my work and engages with it positively, right? Um, come talk to me about it. I don't be offering reviews. That's not my space. The people told me not to go over there because that's not what author's supposed to be. And sometimes I listen. All the time I don't, but sometimes I do. And so if you like the work and you enjoy the experience, just come talk to me. I don't mind having a conversation down in the DM. I always accept praise. So yeah,
I
I
know
like
that's
that.
right. And Monica said, and you have a post office in your backyard because you get your items super fast.
you know what, Monica? In the past couple months, I actually have not been very good at being super fast no more. Like I used to ship stuff out like immediately. Now it'd be like 2, 3 days, girl. I fell off.
That's still fast.
That's
She
so
said
slow
two,
to
three
me.
days.
It's so slow to me. Like everybody else, they like, girl, that's a typical fucking like process. I'm
That's a
like,
Yeah.
typical time
it take
frame.
3 days to fulfill an order. But girl, my stomach be over here and knots. My anxiety be crawling. Oh,
And you say this got to go.
girl, I
No,
do. Like I
but
be
I
like,
do
yo,
feel you on that.
you ordered
I
this, take it right
I do try to get stuff out at least the same week, but I feel you on that because I had a sale and we had death in our family, and so it took me till the next week to get everything out. And I was like, I felt so bad. I was like, these people gonna think I lied to them, and I ain't got this stuff out. So I had to put like a pre-post out there to be like, hey, he's going through some stuff.
now. The way the girls be
You
like,
about to get your stuff. It's
the way
coming.
the girls be quick to be like, you're scamming. I'm filing a inquiry, girl. I ain't fucking scamming. First of all, I don't have the damn stamina to scam. You know how much time it takes to scam?
I know
Thank
that's right.
you.
Like it's
Thank you.
I'm just
It
slow.
take more
That's
time to
all.
scam than to do it.
That part.
Right. Like you like, do you really know how much goes into how much intricacies go into scamming somebody?
Right.
No, and not you still know how to contact me and get in contact with me and know where I'm located. Like for real. Scammers number one thing is they can't be found.
They pinned down. Can't be pinned down.
They can't be
Mm-mm.
found. Oh my goodness. This is what I said. I am old and to be scared to slide into office DMs.
Not
We
me. I will slide in the
slide.
DM in a minute.
Listen, as long as you come like polite, most people don't. Well, I can't speak for most people. I'ma just speak for Nicole because that's the only position I am. I don't mind as long as you come in polite. And I even engage in like what you call it, like debates, right? Like somebody did
Mm-hmm.
say because I was saying I couldn't believe how people thought that Kim Porter book is actually real. And somebody came in my
I saw
DM.
you posted that.
Somebody came in my
Mm-hmm.
DM yesterday, like showing me a video of some nigga saying that her laptops were stolen and her diaries on there and all that shit. I'm like, it doesn't have shit to do with the book that's on Amazon that's fake. That's what I'm talking about. That did not come from Kimberly, her family, her diaries, nothing. That's some white man getting over on you dumb motherfuckers who think that this book is real. You think her memoir will be 60 pages? Please shut up talking to me.
Right, as
Yes,
long as she's been with that man. Right, come on now.
shit,
Let me tell you, I said
that book
this.
gonna be long as Barbara Streisand's book. And you know that book been 48 hours long
Right.
on audio book.
Yeah. When what's his name, Farnsworth Bentley come out,
Child.
that's who I'm waiting for.
I don't know. I don't know. Just peace to the victims, man. Like, that's so tough.
Yep.
That's so tough. And the way that it's being consumed in media and the way that people are treating this like it's some sort of like sensationalized circus, like there's so many moving pieces to all of that shit that like so peace to the victims and may they find healing because this shit is crazy.
It is out of control. It is out of control. And it's like I refuse to go down the rabbit hole because at this point, like people bring it up every freaking video, interview, all kind of stuff, and it's like
he better be sitting there with R. Kelly, or they better release R. Kelly. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, that nigga can stay where the fuck he is.
Yeah, he can stay right where he.
As someone from Chicago, that nigga can stay where the fuck he is. He is where these women need him to be.
Can they get the parents too, please? Can they get the parents too, please?
Shit. Can they get the rest of these fucking predators that's on the streets too, please? Like,
that is true.
Like, we need to think about the victims, or do we need to think about these perpetrators? Because them niggas know what we're doing. Like, get your predatory ass off the streets. Goodbye.
Yeah, he needs to be right there with R. Kelly.
Shit. Take all these niggas off the street.
And you know, it's so funny because I don't even want to get into it too much, but I looked at something and they were saying how he looked like he has no soul. Like his eyes are always dark. And you know, I never paid any attention to that until I looked at his mugshot and I was like, you right. And then like, cause he always had sunglasses on. Always. And I was like, and then when I looked at his mugshot, I was like, yeah, it's like, can you even see into his eye?
Well, I'm gonna tell you who else they can take with them while they going on this train to lock him up. Go on and take that one that's running for president, lock his ass right up since he already been convicted.
Clean. Can't wait for them to put that jury on him. Can't wait till that jury get around his wrist. Stainless steel.
It can be rusted steel.
It can be that nasty, ugly ass wig he wear too.
Ooh, baby, that hairpiece gonna look crazy when he in the clink.
Listen,
that man gonna show. We gonna see his baldness. They gonna snatch that.
For sure, that thing gonna be flapping like a candle in the wind.
Just like he was. It's gonna be flapping like the pussies he was grabbing.
Oh, he gonna have some fool up there giving him a black haircut. Please make sure. But oh my goodness, but Crystal, tell everybody where they can connect with you.
Books and Soul 1 on IG and on TikTok and Facebook, Books and Soul.
Ooh,
that's it.
Well, you guys make sure that you wait a minute, that ain't it. That's how
you want me to tell my other thing too?
Yes, because you on the way.
Okay, so I'm going to share this since Untamed pulled my leg in my head. You can also follow me on my author page at Krista, and that's KRYSTALUXE. That's Krista Lux _ the author. There.
Yes.
And you get to see into my world because I actually created my own world.
She created her own world, so she has graphics up of her neighborhoods and the places that's in her neighborhood.
I got a question.
Yes.
So why the fuck was you playing all coy when she was asking you that you got all that shit up there, you got content up there already? And you like,
Yo, man,
oh, I
but
don't know what
listen,
you said.
I'm gonna just say this. I need to just put my book out, and I'm like moving slow. The book is done. The book is edited. I have my cover, and actually, I need to go share the cover. But right now, I needed to, and this is just the book blogger in me because I know what I look for in a book blogger. I have a whole world. Like I have a county, 3 cities. I have businesses. I have housing complexes, apartments. I have a lot. So I'm putting that out first so you can get into the mind of Crystal Lux.
Mm.
So that's
They
why
can't do
I
that
kind
while
of
they
been,
read the book.
yes.
That
I mean,
sounds
I
like
do.
that sounds like you a member of the procrastination.
No, it is. It definitely is. And that's why, if you notice, I don't do too much on books and soul anymore because I'm starting to slowly but surely, like literally, all I have to do is hit send on a lot of my stuff and it'll be up. I
I'm
just, like
trying
I
to get
said,
her, I'm trying to get her to press the goddamn button. This is what
I
I'm
was
trying
just
yeah,
to
say push the
no, believe
button.
me, she is
push the
because
button.
it's like I said, I know because I was nervous. I'm telling you, I'm not even gonna lie because I was nervous because I've said it before. Crystal like to take flight, so you come at me, please tread lightly.
But the
So
thing is that them nerves is not gonna go away.
no, they have
And
finally. They
and
have. Yeah.
but it's gonna come back every time you fucking release a book. I hate to break
Yes,
it
Oh,
to you.
I already know. Do you
That's
not
part
know
one.
if y'all kept on seeing me picking up my notebook as we were talking, stuff was popping in my head, so I was writing it
Write
down.
it down.
Yeah, like it's literally, and we just was talking about creepy sounds and things like that. And my window, all it's pitch dark. So first of all, I live on the 11th floor, so I'm up like I'm up really high,
Yeah.
and it's pitch black, and all you hear is the ice cream truck noise.
Mm.
So that's why I'm like looking like, what the hell is going on? So then all of a sudden, something just popped in my head, and I wrote it down. So things like that happen. So it's just like I said, I just have to, like I said, stop being a sucker and doing it. But yes, I'm gonna start doing out every time I start telling my author page. But yes, go check my world out,
yes.
please.
And Bookworm 203757 says congratulations. Ms. Rolly says congratulations. Jillian G said you better hook up with GHYR for a cover review.
Oh,
Okay,
Girl, have you read? Girl, have you
girl,
read?
have you read? Yes. And let me just say, I'm gonna shout her out. Shout out to author L.A. Scott. When I say I call her and say, all right, I need this created. I tell her what I want. She sends it back to me. And I like every time she takes my breath away. Like my colors, because so now it took me a minute to figure out what genre I want to write in. Y'all will not get romance out of me, as you can see. It's not gonna happen. I love love, but to write about it, I'm like, I feel like I want to throw up. Like, it's not gonna happen. So she has helped me so much, like develop my world, seeing it as I just like I said, I just love it. And that's still not even half of what I have that's already on my page.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere near what
Exactly.
I it's a lot.
It's not. It's not. And she has a lot. So that's why you need to go ahead and press the button
Yes,
so
I'm gonna
we
press
can
the
see this
button.
world for ourselves.
Yes, yes, yes.
And you can go
Well,
ahead
now
and
the second book I'm working, the second book in the series. I even have an erotic book. And you want to know where my
people.
first story came from? That same show that you got this show from,
oh,
the idea from.
how to make a
I
sex
was
room.
watching it and I said, "Ooh, a sex room,"
Mm-hmm.
and it
Don't
turned
you
into a
love
whole
that?
3-book series.
But don't you love that how
Yes,
all consume media and be inspired in different ways? Like you
yes,
Yes.
do the exact same thing
Yes.
where your
that
brain
is so
get
true.
from where mine took it. I think
Yes,
Yes.
that's one of the greatest parts of like being an artist and being deep in creation is
Mm-hmm.
being informed by art that's happening around you and sort of putting your own little twist on. Well, what does this look like coming from my pen, right? What does this
that's true.
look like coming from my POV? How would my
Yes.
audience receive this. I think that's one of the
And that is so
Yes.
true. And I have to also thank Untamed because you guys, when I say we've been in writing sessions together, she has given me ideas, like we bat ideas off each other. She has been such a big help. So that's what I'm saying. Like I literally I'm kind of like books and stuff. I'm like, Crystal, you got to do more. But the writing, I did not think I would enjoy it. One story, I have 12 stories already in my brain. I have notebooks. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I actually started another
Exactly.
story yesterday.
And so that's why you got to get that first one out, so you
I
can get the
know.
second
Yes,
one
I
out
do.
and the third one
It's
out.
coming. It's definitely coming.
So,
I got to put my trigger warning in because that beginning and that ending.
yeah, yeah. So I'm trying to put that battery pack in her back. So
Yes.
That's what friends
Yes.
are for. That's what friends are for.
Yep.
that's what
And
we
it's back
want.
big, so it's got to be a big battery back.
She said, "Don't come with no AAA for me, okay?
No. I
Give me a
need the car
9 volt or
battery.
better. Give me a 9 volt or better, okay?
Yes, I need a car battery.
Not the Power Wheels
Not
battery."
a car battery. Oh my goodness, not a car battery. But oh my goodness, so we gonna make sure that we highlight that and highlight you with that and get your cover reveal going and everything together so that we can that cover reveal will really push you to go ahead and get that
And
book
you want to
out.
know what?
So
Tomorrow's Wednesday, so I'm gonna do a post tonight, and because I have in my head how I want it to be posted, so I'll post it tomorrow.
awesome, awesome.
There you go.
I'll,
Okay. Well, ladies,
y'all
y'all
gotta hold me to it. I'm posting tomorrow, so when I finish, I'm gonna go ahead and set it up so it will be ready to go.
absolutely. And you guys make sure that you also, I want to say this too, before I get into my stuff. Make sure y'all come back tomorrow because
Yeah.
Midnight Michael will be here 7 p.m. And also tune in at 1 p.m. because Crystal is doing a special episode where she goes over Nicole's catalog and Midnight Michael's catalog, so that you guys can learn what books and stuff to pick up and just hear more about them. So that will drop at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and then at 7 p.m. live, come back as we chop it up with Midnight Michael. And you guys can find me. I'm gonna do better about this to myself, Crystal. You can find me at Author Untamed on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram. Yeah, that's it. I'm other places, but I'm not there. So
Yeah, you're not there.
Facebook, you're right. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, find me at Author Entertained, and also as well, my other pseudo at Aries Sky. You can find me at Aries Sky underscore on Instagram, at Author Aries Sky on TikTok, and Aries Sky on Facebook. So that is my other pseudo. Her came out last year. She a newbie.
And this newbie is kicking butt.
I'm gonna write me some books under a pseudonym. Well, the Nicole Falls is a pseudonym, but like I'm gonna write me some books under another pseudonym. When I get into
Please.
my urban bag and y'all see me promoting Nikki Maserati, just know it's me.
Okay, Nikki Maserati.
I want to be on that. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yes.
I keep telling my friends who write urban, I'm like, teach me how to do this. I just want to write one. I just want to write one.
Oh, girl,
I
Urban is
just
something
want one
else.
cover that looks like a No Limit album from 1999. Like,
Not no limit.
I just need
No
one.
limit
I need one of them
soldier.
shiny
I
urban
told
covers. You know what I mean? Like a
Yep.
black woman shit. Like, I want my shit to look like Master P produced it.
you.
Oh,
I'm here for that. I'm here for that.
Yes, I love it. I love it. So you guys, look, be on the lookout for Nikki Maserati. Okay,
Nikki
look out for her.
Maserati.
Nikki Maserati. I am here for it. And please make sure that you are following the podcast at Get Caught Up Podcast on TikTok, on Instagram, and on YouTube. And we have a Facebook group called Get Caught Up Author Podcast. You can join that group. We cut up everywhere on all of these platforms. As much as allowed. Because
That part.
We can't play around with old what's his name? Now I'm about to say
Zuckerberg.
Nichols, that ain't him Zuckerberg. Thank you. One of them people. With Mark. We can't play around with Mark like that. Mark Miller, whatever you want to call this stuff now.
We gonna call him Zuckerberg because we know he ain't colored. If we call him Mark, we kind of suspect.
Oh, listen, I know, right? Metal
Mhm.
World Peace. Um, so we can't mess around here too much, but we do have fun. And make sure you join either one of those pages and tune in. And please make sure that you follow the actual podcast. We are available on Spotify, on Audible, on Amazon Music, on iTunes Podcast, and iHeartRadio. So, and I think I did say Audible and on Audible too. So make sure that you are following, subscribing to the podcast there as well. And we are book solid. I keep saying this, but we get emails every single day. We are book solid for the remainder of 2024 when it comes to interviews. But we do have a new feature called Author Spotlight. So if you're interested in the Author Spotlight, you can always email and then we'll send you the instructions on what it is, how it can be worked out. But it is our way of still trying to highlight you, even if you can't get on the show this year. December 15th, the 2025 schedule reopens. And I just want to let y'all know it is definitely grand opening, grand closing when that happens.
They really
So
do.
every time. So if you want to be on the 2025 schedule, and I ain't talking about just in January or just in February, just in March. I'm talking about from January to December. Make sure you tap in on December the 15th. Because if you come emailing me in January talking about getting on the show, I'm gonna be telling you straight up, it's waitlisted. That's how, and I'm so happy. I'm happy. I love that the authors want to come on. They want to, share with us and highlight them. It is very special. But definitely,
Uh-oh.
if you do miss that opportunity, hit the author spotlight. So, okay, well, ladies, it has been so much fun. I want to thank
Yes,
everybody who was on YouTube, and especially over here on Instagram, because y'all had these comments on fire, okay?
yes, yes. Thank you,
And
Nicole. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all
This
for
was
having
great.
me.
You
thank
up?
you. And
Um,
it's one comment I skipped that I want to read because I was saving it for last because it was so sweet. And now I can't even find it. Yes, okay. Okay, here it goes. It's from Jillian G. And she said Nicole writes good family and friend dynamics in relation to her characters. It's my one of my favorite things about her work. So I wanted to just highlight that. It ended on that note. As she types from her typewriter in a telephone booth.
now I gotta go take this shirt off because my daughter just came in the room and said, "What's up, Barney?"
Oh no.
That one right there. That one right there. Until you get to see the craziness in her, because
Listen,
that one's
that is hilarious.
unhinged.
They are hilarious. They really, really are. Love her to pieces. But Nicole, thank you so much
Thank
for joining
you.
us tonight, chopping it up with us. Look, just having a regular old conversation.
That
And when
shit.
I come to Chicago again, have some more. I would drink some of that drink with you.
All right now.
Yep. Now,
Now don't,
if
now
I
don't
get
get to fight.
loose,
Now don't
if
get to
I get too loose,
don't
you
get
said
to,
don't do
you
what?
might just be able to have a sip. Because don't get to fight. Okay?
No, no, I'm older now. I'm older now, so I won't do that. I won't do that. Mm-mm. I'm too old. My knees ain't. My knees ain't like they used to be. I can't run. So I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I can't. No, no.
I can't
Now
do that
back
no
then,
more.
I can go toe to toe with shit, but now the way my knees set up, nah.
You don't have one knee in Chicago and one knee in Georgia.
Yep. So nah. Nope.
Oh
Nope.
my
Nope. Now I'm gonna
goodness.
have to go buy the liquor, and I'm gonna have to say, yeah, this liquor, because that's when that strongest liquor,
It hits you.
famous
See,
liquor.
Mhm.
Yeah.
see.
That's when you
Yeah.
Don't be over there unhinged, and then we got to come rescue you.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
But y'all, thank y'all for tuning in and joining us tonight. We appreciate you guys so much for hopping in. People are just joining, and we are so sorry, but we've been on
We
here
on
almost
our way
2
out,
hours.
baby.
Well,
I
we've
got
been
to
on here a long time.
My team
Look,
trying to reach tonight.
Look, I'm ready to take off my jewelries, these pants, this bra. Look,
I
my
know
yeah.
that's right. I
Mm-hmm.
know that's right. But we definitely will have to have you back again.
Yes.
Of course,
As
you
Nikki
are definitely
Maserati.
welcome. And look, we're gonna have her back as Nicole Falls and Nikki Maserati and whoever else you want to come in
Yes.
or in. So
I'm gonna just switch my glasses out for Nikki Maserati.
okay. I know
And
that's
turn your
right.
head backwards.
I'm gonna find a
Yeah.
wig. I'm gonna find a wig.
You gonna find
I feel
yeah,
like she's a
you
lace
like
front girl. Like I feel like she's a bundle girly. Like Nikki Maserati gives me titties and bundles. Like
titties and bundles.
titties and bundles.
Oh my gosh, I
I
cannot
like
wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. So definitely listen, we can't wait to have you back on. But you make sure you let us know. Whenever you
yes.
get this urban romance book together.
Because this is gonna be a good time. Titties
Uh,
and
I know
I'm
that's
gonna join
right.
you. I might even go get a wig for you.
I know
We
that's
can make
right,
it a titties
sister.
and bundles night.
there you go.
That's right. And I already got my weave in, but if it's out by then, I'll do like I did the last episode and find me a clip in and clip it right on in there
And put
for
it
you
back in.
Put it right in
Put
place.
it back in.
and put it right on back in. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
goodness. Oh my God. And before we get out of here, Bookworms 2037 said Nicki Maserati would be like Cookie Lion.
Yes, I agree.
Exactly. Energy. Move.
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
Energy.
Well, you guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. And of course, like I said, make sure you come back tonight. Well, I said tonight. Tomorrow
Tomorrow
night.
night.
No, don't come back tonight. You'll be here by yourself. But come back
That is
tomorrow night
true.
for Midnight Michael at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to have a ball chopping it up with him. And I don't have to say the closing anymore, Crystal. So I'm gonna play the closing. We gonna close it out.
Oh, I have one more thing too. And make sure y'all go follow Nicole Falls Black Romance University. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Awesome.
Thanks for getting caught up with the Get Caught Up podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe on Spotify, iTunes, or iHeartRadio and leave us a review. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Get Caught Up Podcast and let us know what you think about the show. See you in the next episode. Thanks for getting